because education starts from you. So I introduce myself. My name is Muralidhar Reddy. I am working as a dean, Ashoka Women's Engineering College, Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh. And I have been associated with industry mainly around 3 decades, 15 years with Aditya Birla and 12 years in IT, SAP. I worked with Gensar, Infosys and Tech Mahindra. Then after COVID, I moved to education. So now I am enjoying education. So I am thankful on behalf of our chairman, Ashok Vardhan Reddy, and principal Dr. Naveen, for having gone with the collaboration with CCOE, DSEI, and thankful to DSEI team and also Dr. Sriram Garu. So we had one interaction at the time of having sign off MOU. So one thing has gone into my mind, what Sriram sir has said. It is a participation. Because signing up memorandum of understanding will not stop there. It is a beginning, participation of students. So from that day onwards, my responsibility has increased and I have been behind students. I am telling behind students because students are now have many directions. The right directions will lead you a bright.
Recently, we had a registration. 484 students have been registered for this hackathon.
One preliminary round, that is MCQs, and the qualified student will be going for the next level of hackathon. So here I wanted to touch upon, because cyber security in depth, I may not be able to tell you. I will tell you the importance. Today, digitization. Every child, I am telling every child, every student is with the gadget that is on hand. That's what in the 2005, when Reliance has started, Dhirubhai Ambani, Duniya Mutti Mein. Yes, it is there in our Mutti, but how best we are using. We are prone for more cyber threats and cyber attack, phishing. And I don't think in this hall, anybody is not being affected by the cyber attack. I remember myself, 2006, when I moved from Karnataka, Axis Bank, I had an account. I moved to IT in 2007. I got a mail with Axis Bank, similar to all the emblem and everything. I was not even doubting a bit that it is a fraud mail. So as usual,
Our misinformation. Then next, one day I got a message from bank saying that 45,000 have been siphoned from your account. So they called me. That time a series of frauds happened and they blocked that account and they returned my money. So this is my first experience as a cyber threat. So I know the importance of this cyber importance. And coming to the education, my opinion is cyber learning should start from the schooling and it should be added in the academics. They should know and they should teach their parents and neighbors and peers how to use diligently these gadgets.
gadget or a organization or individual, if it is connected to internet, it is prone for cyber attacks. So definitely with the type of education that CCO is giving to all the academic institutions and also the support they are extending, and I wish them all the best and also thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Muralidhar Garu. Now I would like to request Amulya from Malaredi as a student to share her experience. Amulya, please come on the stage.
माइक डाउन कर लो.
A very good morning to the higher officials on the dais and off the dais. My name is Amulya Kamampati from Mallarity College of Engineering and Technology, second campus. I am really grateful for this hackathon, which is a great AppSec hackathon, which is conducted on our college on August 2nd, 2024, with a worth of 900 plus students. I am platform as I am pursuing my BTech final year in domain of cybersecurity. We have conducted this session on the 2nd August, and we actually thankful for the AppSec Hackathon team because they provided a free workshop on the previous day with a full day. In the second day we have the hackathon, which is also a free session for us. This is truly, I can trust that where we can help in future purpose also, because it is related to my domain. And I'm really thankful for everyone who supported us to participate in this great hackathon. Thank you.
Thank you, Amulya. Now I call Rakshita from BVRT. Rakshita, are you here? How the speed of internet and other things are increasing audio, we have to also. Come on. So here I have come to the thing now. Everyone is earlier used to talk about women in STEM and all that. Some of the leading ladies in cybersecurity we can see from the industry and the upcoming women leadership who are. So there's a new thing being talked which is very popular in cybersecurity. Is a woman in cybersecurity, WISC. So we'll see many more talent come on board, and the cybersecurity landscape will become maybe gender neutral. We will need not to give a special slot to the women then. So come, Rakshita, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable dignitaries, everyone. My name is Rakshita and I'm second year IT student from BVRT Hyderabad College of Engineering for Women. I'm really honored to be here with all my college friends and few other colleges, and I extend my sincere thanks to the organizers for inviting us to participate in this event. And there was a session held in our college for the first round, and we thoroughly loved it. And as we all know, the importance of cybersecurity in today's digital age cannot be ignored. The threats of cybersecurity in today's age are like evolving very largely, and our efforts should be deeply to safeguard in our systems and data, and most importantly, our communities. And I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers for the vision and dedication in bringing us together. Thank you once again for this opportunity. I look forward to the insightful discussions and collaborative events to emerge from the gatherings. Thank you all for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks, Rakshita. And now we have a special address on application security. We thought for the feel of the event, there should be something talked about application security, and everyone is going to talk about what is the connection of application security to the entire landscape of cyber security. So now I call on stage Mr. Valan Shiva Subramanian, Senior Manager from Fortinet, to deliver special address on AppSec security. Mr. Valan has 27 years of experience in the domain, and we would love to hear from you, sir.
Good morning once again. Great dignitaries and esteemed participants. So, I'm Valan from Fortinet. I carry around 27 years of experience in cybersecurity, and I'll be presenting about app security and the importance of it today. So that will be the agenda. I'll try to keep it short. So today, applications are there everywhere. Sometime back, maybe 10 years back, if you look at where these applications resided, primarily you will find them in data centers, which are all physically protected and also have a proper network segmentation done within an organization. That's how application used to reside. So there is a very clear definition, demarcation. If you would be aware about security parlance, you will know perimeters which define public network and internal network. And these applications will typically reside in a network called DMZ, demilitarized zone, which will be protected both from the external network as well as from the internal network. That's how application is like. But today, if you look at the state, applications are residing everywhere. When I say everywhere, where all are they? They are residing in the phones, which are there with you always, right? Applications are residing there. Applications are residing in the data centers, traditionally where they used to be. And also they reside in cloud. When I say cloud, it's hybrid. It could be in the data centers hosted privately or it could be on the public cloud. So applications are distributed. So this challenge that it poses is different. So we need to be all cautious about. And as I was referring, if you would have seen the news today, National Public Data, the US organization which does a background check on citizens and everyone, almost 2.9 billion people's data have been exposed. I think it's one of the biggest exposure. The day today, you could just mark it. This is one of the biggest exposure. Almost 40% of the entire world's population data is exposed, and it's been traded. Almost trading at around 3.5 million in dark web. That's what happens when private data gets exposed. Hackers try to make out money out of it. And what risk it poses for the individual is we could be targeted when our credentials or critical data is exposed. It could be our banking information that is could be misused, or health records could be misused. There are multiple ways like hackers try to monetize them. And that's the kind of world we are living in. So today in the digital world, all our information is available online. And if they are not protected enough, we run the risk of, and in recent days you would have seen the CrowdStrike impact, what it had. A lot of airlines couldn't operate. They are reporting about some 500 million losses. One particular airline was claiming. And a lot many hospitals would have had to cancel their operations what they would have planned. So today it's life-threatening. The data is not secured enough, it's life-threatening. That serious is the kind of topic that we are discussing. So what is the risk that is, why do we need to protect application? When we design an application, we need to take into consideration of what kind of controls that we need to go into, and also after the application is developed, we need to test whether those controls are in place or they're doing their job. So we need to take enough control while designing and then also while it's in operation. And the typical threats that are there in application development, is documented properly. There's a WAPS top 10, where there's an organization which does a research every year and posts. These are top 10 vulnerabilities or the issues with application that are there. And everyone who is into this application development, design, or managing an application should be aware about this. And at least protect against these known threats that are there, known vulnerabilities that are there. There could be many more which are getting discovered, which are not known. But at least we should protect your application against these top 10 vulnerabilities that are very well published and documented. And when you follow the application development methodology, there are certain aspects which need to be taken care of. For example, the principle that you need to follow is you need to do a proper input validation. When you take a username password from the field, you need to validate whether is it a proper text message or is it a script someone is trying to inject. So these are the aspects that need to be taken care of. One is input validation, the other one is authentication and authorization, and then how you handle errors, and then data protection. These are the aspects you should consider when you do application design development or even you are managing an application. And there are certain tools and technologies which are there to analyze whether the code that has been written is being properly written. So there are tools to check the static code which has been written. There are tools to analyze the code that has been executed, dynamic code, and there are tools which has a combination of these two that could be used. There are multiple tools that are there. You should be aware about them and make use in your day-to-day working. It's not just enough if the application is developed, but it needs to be tested periodically to see to the application is designed secure enough. So typically people call this as CI/CD pipeline. It's a continuous integration and continuous development. That's what happens. At every stage, security should be part of the CI/CD pipeline. Okay, when you develop an application, you typically go through a process called SDLC, Software Development Life Cycle. In this life cycle, every stage, be it requirement, gathering, designing, implementing, verification, or maintaining the app, at every stage, security should be a crucial part. Only if the security has been missed out, that's when you will see these kind of breaches that keeps happening. And today, API have been used in a very big way. For example, most of us are using apps from mobile. So they fetch data from the cloud or application that is residing elsewhere and show you the information that is of interest to you. How do they do that? They use application programming interfaces called APIs. So these APIs have been prevalently used and they need to be secured enough. And most of the breaches what we are seeing today could be due to the issues in this API, the way they are interacting. For example, there was an issue wherein a cloud-based access was breached. A regular retail account holder who had an account to a public cloud account was able to access some corporate assets without validating. Without a username password, he was able to access the critical application of major corporates. So that is a major breach. How did that happen? It's the weakness in the API. In the authentication authorization, it didn't validate enough. So that was a major reason why corporates' cloud assets were compromised and a regular retail account holder was able to access them. So these kind of issues happen in a big way. These are some major API security issues which happen in recent time. You see that Log4j is an issue which most of the organizations across the globe were impacted. I mean, all of them were using Apache-based logging and other mechanisms which impacted. And then the impact could be someone without proper access will get access to your code. The kind of breach what we are talking today are due to these kind of issues that are there. And for people who are aspiring to build a cybersecurity career, so what are the options? You could start your career as a security analyst. Initially getting into application design, development, and architecting. Later, you could move in as a penetration tester who tests the applications that has been already developed and try to find the weakness in it. Advise the organization what all fixes should be done before the application goes into production. And then you could be a security engineer who manages these applications when they are into production, manage it in a secure manner. And then you could become a security consultant where you architect a framework, security posture for the organization, help them manage it properly. And then you could now move up to a security consultant and then a CISO. CISO is the one who is responsible for the security of an organization, Chief Information Security Officer, the highest role that an individual could aspire in the cyber security profession. CISO is a very powerful role which even today is part of board. Even the board meeting, they take inputs from CISO and then use it for the decision making. And this is a very critical role. In fact, today, the kind of legalities, law, getting strengthened, it could lead to a lot of implications for them. Even people could be put in behind bars, it could lead to a lot of penalty in it. For example, the healthcare data in our country, if it's not been handled properly, the DPDP Act which is coming in, imposes a fine of 50 crores. So a business which is not protecting its application or its data effectively, where the healthcare information is stored, if there is a breach, then the company or the individual responsible for it could be penalized and could be in bars. That is the kind of risks that are there today. There are certain guidelines today which are being defined. They clearly state what is the kind of security measures, postures organizations should take and what kind of law retention policy they should have. If those things are not met, the law is very stringent, people could be penalized. So it's a very serious business. And there are certain industry standard certification like CISSP, CEH, OSCP. These certifications will help you move up in your career. When you have to progress in your career path in cybersecurity, these are certifications you can aim at attaining in your stage. And there are multiple resources available online for equipping oneself to get certified. Among them, there are popular ones from WASP, SANS. In fact, the organization I represent, Fortinet, we do have training resources. Training.fortinet.com, you could visit, create an account for yourself. The entire training content is free. I think during COVID, our company-owned founders felt that this security knowledge should go back to individuals, and they made it free of cost, which earlier would be costing somewhere around $2,000, $3,000. So that is the kind of content they are providing free of cost. Please make use of these resources. Lot of security trainings or content that you want today, it's easier. Only thing you need to have time and effort and interest to learn them. And make use of this security, and I've been Fortinet portal, it's I've been training.fortinet.com, create an account. There are parts, multiple levels of certification. Initial 2 levels is completely free. Even the exam is free. You get certificates for Fortinet Certified Fundamentals, Fortinet Certified Associate, free of cost. Third level onwards, you may have to take up a Pearson exam voucher, which is around $200 or $400, and then appear for the exam. But the initial 2 levels are free. Please do make use of it. Yeah. Okay, till the chief guest arrives, right? I'll just keep continuing with my presentation. Okay. Specific to application security, I'll get into. So some of the challenges I talked about, right? From Fortinet point of view, as a security vendor, right? What do we see as major challenges customers are facing? We interact day in day with customers. So the kind of challenges that we see are primarily applications today, right, are residing anywhere. That is a big challenge. And the team that is managing had to migrate this application to cloud in a short span of time. Like when COVID pandemic hit, right, people are not prepared. But they had to move their application. They are mandated because the staff couldn't come to their data centers manage it. So that's another reason. Edge computing is becoming a big trend. The mobile devices, the handheld devices, right, are getting very powerful, can do a lot of processing. So they too are a reason why we are seeing a lot of challenges. Misconfigurations are another reason a lot of breaches are happening. People don't know how to manage the security features available in the product. That's another reason. An organization, preferences. These are all issues that lead to this issue. So when you want to develop a career in cyber security, keep note of these issues that are there with respect to app security, and then build your career. Wishing you all a great success in cyber security. Nice to see great interest in this domain. Thank you.
Hello all of you. I thought you would have enjoyed this session on application security, but the clock is ticking and we have our chief guest to grace the event. So we will just raise in the honor of him, anyone who can do that. So our chief guest for the event is Dr. Jitendra IPS, Director General of Police. I request our chief guest. I request our chief guest of the event, Dr. Jitendra IPS, Director General of Police, to take the stage. Request Dr. Shriram to welcome the dignitaries on the dais, our chief guest for the event. Next, we have with us Ms. Shikha Goel, Director, Telangana Cyber Security Bureau. Request her to please welcome ma'am with the bouquet. Welcome ma'am. Next, I call on stage Sri Narendranath G, Joint Secretary, National Security Council Secretariat, Government of Telangana. Sir, please come on the dais, please, sir. Request sir to please welcome, sir. We have another special guest with us, Shri Bhavesh Mishra, IAS, Deputy Secretary, Department of IT Electronics, Government of Telangana. Bhavishar, welcome you to the event.
Venkana, bouquets. पूरा निकाल दो.
Now request Shri Harshvardhan, IPS, SP, Telangana Cyber Security Bureau. Sir, please raise the tiles. Request Shriram sir to welcome Harshvardhan sir.
बड़े भाई बोलते हैं छोटे भाई. पूरा निकाल दो. अर्जुन.
Now as we have the stage set, I request Dr. Shriram to deliver the welcome address for today. Dr. Shriram, request you to come on the stage please.
Hello, a very good morning to all of you, and I am so happy here to be on this occasion, really welcoming over 10,000 students who have registered for this hackathon, and there are many who are joining us online from across India, from across the world, because this is being live streamed. So we are very happy about that, and as you mentioned, that it is 10,000 students, 20 countries, 24 states and 3 union territories that this hackathon has garnered the number of registrations, great AppSec hackathon, in a very important area of application security, and I am very thankful to all our partners. So our Cybersecurity Center of Excellence, Data Security Council of India, has been the forerunner. It's the apex industry body for cybersecurity in India, and we work with a number of organizations, with the governments, with the corporates, with startups, with mid-sized companies, and with academic institutes, of course, and also we have collaborations with GCCs and user enterprises like banks, pharma, retail, all of those, and we do have collaborations which are domestic, local, national, and international. So we run a number of programs, we bring out a lot of reports, and I'm happy to share with you that we have trained over 2,000 plus police officers, including about 400 police officers in the month of April this financial year alone. So specifically, I would like to thank our platinum sponsors, Securen, Tech Skills, Value Elevate, JP Morgan Chase, Colruyt Group, our outreach partners, strategic partners, Control S and Fortinet, and TCP Wave, and also our international academic partners, Cardiff University and Hague Center for Strategic Studies, from whom you will listen here today, and academic partners, Mallarity University, Ashoka and Gayatri Vidya Parishad, and our outreach partners, IEEE Young Professionals Education Society and IEEE Education Society. Thank you so much, and so if you have any requirement for cybersecurity in terms of whether it's awareness and knowledge or expertise program. So we work very closely with the government of Telangana and in general with the larger ecosystem. For example, about 60 top websites of government of Telangana, which include the heavyweights like eSeva and MeSeva. We have done VAPT testing and an extensive report on the areas of vulnerability we have published. We work closely with the State Data Center in SOC and also with Jayesh Ranjan Garu and the entire Telangana IT department. Okay, we work with them plus all the other departments to ensure that we have a safe and secure and resilient cybersecurity infrastructure. So the thing is, we have 3 goals. First thing is to build a very strong and resilient cybersecurity ecosystem, a strong and digital ecosystem, of which cybersecurity and privacy are important parts.
So essentially the theme is secure by design, security by design, privacy by design, and privacy by default, security by default. These are the things that drive us. Is to essentially capture a share of that very large, almost $2 trillion global market which is out there for all of our partners. Okay, and we can do it with nurturing talent, with the kind of skills that we build in here. We can service not only our requirements, which is India's requirements, but also global requirements by being here in India, by nurturing our talent pool. That is what this hackathon is about. The third thing is we encourage innovation, we foster innovation and entrepreneurship in the cybersecurity and privacy space. So we incubate about 45 cybersecurity startups to this account, and we run many accelerator programs and such. And we are very happy to note that we are also part of many of Telangana's initiatives, such as the Global AI Summit that is coming up in the area of cybersecurity. So, wish to thank our dignitaries, Honorable DGP Garu, Jitendra Garu, and Chicago Madam, Cybersecurity Bureau, and Bhavesh Garu, Mishra Garu, who is the Deputy Secretary in IT Department, IT&C Department, then Narendranath Gangorapu, who is from NSCS, National Security Council Secretariat, and also I'd like to thank Mr. Harsh Vardhan, who is the SP, and Mr. Sampath, who is also the SP in Cybersecurity Bureau. All my industry colleagues and partners who are there, very grateful to you for helping us out. We hope you will recruit good talent coming out of this hackathon, and also it's a cluster of programs in which you have various different things, including workshops, including papers that are being put out, white papers that are there, use case clearinghouse workshop. All of these things are there together, which will really make this a very rich and engaging session. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dr. Shira. Now I request my colleague, Sai Krishna, Senior Consultant, Cybersecurity Center of Excellence, Hyderabad, CCOE, to give you a brief on how this hackathon is going to proceed further from today's.
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Sai Krishna. I'll just give you a brief intro of how the next two rounds will look like, what is this inaugural about, and what you can expect over the course of the next few weeks with respect to hackathon. So the first round will be a screening round, since you already know that we have 10,000 plus participation from across globe. So now we are trying to do a screening of the candidates and all the people who try to cut off or who can actually make sure that you get pass marks of minimum 50% of the 30 questionnaire that will be given to you as part of this MCQ round will be cleared into the next round. And these will be the time slots. You will be having the same info uploaded onto the microsite and also on our Discord server. Hopefully everyone has also registered themselves on Discord. So if you have any issues with respect to any support that you would like to, like us to assist you guys with, please drop us a message and we'll be able to assist you over the platform. And after this, after the screening is done, so there is certain screening criteria. So how you will access this particular website? Once you go to the website, you will have to enter the Where You Elevate credentials there. If you forgot your password or some login issues, go to the Where You Elevate platform, try to rectify any username or password issues there and come back and use the same credentials since we have enabled single sign-on. And as mentioned, on August 17th to 18th, all the people who have cleared the cutoff mark, so top 2,000 people hopefully will get access to the second round. So that will start on August 17th in the second half, and the hackathon will go up to 18th second half. So 24 hours, you will be having around 25 to 30 challenges. We'll be giving you a vulnerable web application. So to mimic the real world problems, we have tried to mimic a e-governance website. So this will be like a electricity payment department kind of a website. So go to the website, try to hack, and there will be a flag submission page. So what is the architecture of this particular CTF round look like? So you will be the attacker, and then you will be able to access one login page that we give you. From there, you will be able to access a vulnerable Kali Linux machine or the attack box, From where you will be able to access the vulnerable website. And there will be a flag submission page where you have to submit the 25 to 30 flags that you will be able to achieve over the course of 24 hours. So that is a brief. Since time is short, I'm skipping most of the content. But if you have any issues, please reach out to us over Discord. Thanks a lot, guys. All the very best.
Thanks a lot, Sai Krishna. Now I request our next guest, Shri Narendranath Ji, to please come on the dais and share his views on this special event. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Respected DGP of Telangana Police, my colleague dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and students, participants, or would-be participants in the hackathon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me here, for being part of this occasion. I belong to Hyderabad, but I've been roaming around the country, and very little time was spent here. And it's great, coming back here and then talking to all of you here. AppSec, okay. And one of the speakers just before us, Fortinet, was talking about the security of applications and all of that. One of the basic tenets of, cybersecurity is the design part of it, the secure by design. There's a lot of talk that happens, especially about that it should be secure by design, but beyond the talk, is it something that really happens on the ground is something that we have to consider. Many places, when these applications are developed and the team sits together and decides what's to be done, you'll find on the whiteboard when they list out all the features of that particular product and application, you will find that security is not one of the features that has been put. And then the product is developed. There's a separate team that looks after security, and it's added on. One of the messages that I've been trying to give whenever I meet in certain forums is that security is also a functional requirement. So when you start off your product design or an application design, I think put security as also a functional requirement, and then watch how the architecture of the solution, both in terms of the hardware deployment and in terms of the software deployment, changes drastically. And I'm telling from personal experience, having run through this whole exercise of not putting security as a functional requirement initially, and also putting security as a functional requirement initially and doing it, there's a vast difference. Some of the concepts like zero trust architecture, would start kicking in right at the time when you put security as a functional requirement. You don't put firewalls later on just to protect your periphery and all of that, but it becomes built into the solution. So that is one part. Because we're all talking of AppSec security, I think that is one thing, all of you finally, look into the aspect that makes security as a functional requirement of any solution that you design, and you will find that your solution will be robust. The second aspect is, one of the things that we find is, and when we have these international talks and all of that, is the comprehension that they are not able to have regarding the scale, scope, and the diversity of the applications that we deploy in this country, and the challenge that we have. And anything that we do, it looks like a small effort. And one thing good I find about this AppSec hackathon is the number of people, that you have 10,000 people participation. And this is the type of scale that we require. And considering the size and all of that, number of persons that we require in this country who are trained in, especially in the cybersecurity part. Like finance is, a horizontal across all activities of humans, across all departments of the government or all enterprises. Finance is something that's a horizontal. Similarly, cybersecurity is something that's become a horizontal now. So, and that's where you look at the scale of the manpower that is required across organizations for managing the digital infrastructure. And this is where we talk. So we are for example, from our office, we are trying to build up a national cyber range for the training of people. And I don't know if many of you are aware of that. We conducted a national cyber exercise last year and this year also. Last year and the year before. And this year also we're going to conduct a national cyber exercise. So there is also, we've also told NCIPC, the National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center, for coming up with a certification framework for individuals and also training organizations and consultancy organizations. so that we have trained manpower, especially for manning of the critical information infrastructure. So that is one initiative, that is happening. Then when you talk of apps, one of the things is about the citizen-facing apps. There are a lot of apps that come into our mobile phones, and then they're a cause of concern because they're malicious apps. You're not able to differentiate between what is a good app and what's a malicious app. So one exercise we have taken recently is to give us, R&D project for developing a citizen-centric portal where people would be able to look at the vulnerabilities that are on the phones and the vulnerabilities that are there in the apps, and then make a distinction between both of that, and then keep their phone secure. We have done that part, and then now we have associated with the I4C. I don't know how many of you are aware of the I4C, 91930 number is there, Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, which is going to take that forward. So that then we are asked them to come up with a holistic app, which actually takes care of verifying your mobile phone and also verifying the apps that are going to the mobile phone to keep the citizens, So when you're going to purchase a mobile phone, you could go and then verify what is the characteristics of the mobile phone, the latest status of the Android operating system that's going in. If you're going to get in an app, whether an app is secure or not is something that, that's going to look at. So that is one. So it provides you mobile device security is one thing that it tries to enhance through that. I had an opportunity of visiting the Global FinTech Festival in Bombay last year, and also an opportunity of visiting a lot of IoT companies, startup companies that were there in the India Mobile Congress. That was also in October last year. And coming back to the first point that I talked about, and whenever I interacted with all of them, they were very proud. And these are all vibrant environments. You have 5,000 people in that FinTech Fest, and all of them showcasing the products that they're developing. And really fabulous products are being developed. But again, I come to the point that I raised. When I ask them about the security, they look at somebody else for the security. So I would like to close, positive time, to reiterate the point that the secure by design is very important. Please put security as a functional requirement whenever you start designing any products. That will take care of many of the problems that we face in the environment today. With these words, I thank you again for the opportunity that's been presented. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir, with the note of secure by design. Now I would like to call on Dais Shri Bhavesh Mishra, IAS, Deputy Secretary, IT, Electronic Department, Government of Telangana, to share a few words.
Thank you, Honorable DGP Sir, Sikha Ma'am, Joint Secretary Narendra Garu, Sriram Garu from Center of Excellence, my colleague Harshvardhan from Cyber Security Wing of Telangana Police, industry, partners, academia, and most important, our college students, participants of Hackathon. Good morning to all of you. Andariki Namaskaram. So just to give some data regarding our cyber security issues that we face. In India, as per the NCRB data, we have 11 lakh complaints being registered last year from January 1st to 31st of December. So that translates to 2 complaints per minute. So I think we have started our conference at 11 o'clock. So in last 30 minutes, there would have been at least 60 complaints being registered. And this is data which is available publicly. A lot of people who go through the cyber fraud, they don't even register the complaints that they have. And the transactions are also huge. For example, last year, if you see the quantum of transaction that was basically reported as fraud, it came out to be 7,500 crore rupees, which is equivalent to $1 billion. Now, second issue that Sriram Garu had addressed, that we take pride in the fact that we have a center of excellence in Hyderabad. Now, in this whole cyber domain, there is an immense opportunity. So, for example, if you see, there is a startup called Wiz, W-I-Z. So, it's an Israel-based startup. It was started in 2020. And among all the startups which have started in the last 20-30 years, it has the track record of going from $1 million to $100 million revenue in the shortest possible time. And it's a startup in the field of cyber security only. It has around 400 employees. And just last month, Google offered $23 billion to take over this company. Now, $23 billion is a huge amount. If you look at the takeover of WhatsApp, I think it was offered at around $19 billion. Instagram was at $2 billion. It was offered at $23 billion. Now, despite giving so much money, the CEO of the company refused. That no, we have further opportunity, we'll grow big. So that is the quantum of opportunity that lies in this whole cybersecurity thing. As Joint Secretary Garu had mentioned, generally we treat cybersecurity as a pizza type approach. That you have a pizza and you will do some kind of sprinkling of your, you can say your oregano or chili flakes. So that is the cybersecurity model that we generally operate in, and that is not going to basically last. We have seen, unfortunately, on 19th of July, I was traveling. On the very same day, this attack also took place. Now, interestingly, the tool that is supposed to protect us, that itself was vulnerable, isn't it? So in security parlance, we say that we should never check in a code on Friday. Unfortunately, the code was actually checked on Friday, and because of that, that vulnerability took place. I had to suffer. I was given a boarding pass which was issued manually by Air India Express. Other airlines also did the same thing. Now, it also raises one very critical question that 8 million of these devices were on CrowdStrike. So why in our own country, despite being having such a large ecosystem of IT, why can't we have our own CrowdStrike type of solutions with us? Why we should rely on all these monopolistic kind of companies that are operating? So if we have, basically it's like decentralization of technology also. So if we have our own company following our own protocol, chances of our critical infrastructure like railway, airport, shipyards, hospitals, power sector, mines, these will be reduced drastically. So we have a golden opportunity. Now, one more thing was that most of these cybersecurity issue also emanate from unsafe programming practices that we have. For example, some of you, how many of you use C, C++ or JavaScript? Raise your hands. C, C++ or JavaScript. So briefly, I will touch upon 1 or 2 points. So for example, C, C++, these languages are not garbage collected languages. So we generally handle memories on our own. So now DARPA, which is an organization in USA, they have launched a program called Tractor. Basically, the acronym is Tractor. It means translating all C code to Rust language. So if you have gone through the Rust language, it is known as a memory safe languages. So most of the critical devices now are being written in Rust. Even the Linux Foundation also has started adopting Rust programming language in its own kernel. This is the only language which they have allowed. Earlier, they did not even allow C++ to enter into the Linux kernel. Second would be, for example, if you're using a JavaScript library, these are all shiny libraries, you have NPM packages, but most of these NPM packages also are getting compromised. There are some popular JavaScript libraries which are getting downloaded millions of times per day. If some vulnerability takes place in that, what will happen to our ecosystem? So focusing on all this, it's a great opportunity for all of us. We had 10,000 participants this year. I hope some of you in future will try to establish a unicorn in Hyderabad based on cybersecurity industry. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Mishra sir. And the government of Telangana effort in driving the digital transformation across the state have been truly impeccable and appreciated across the India and the globe. The team of Telangana is already abroad, talking about what are the technological advancement happening in the state. Now, without further ado, I would like to call on stage Ms. Shikha Goel, ma'am, IPS Director, Cybersecurity Bureau, Telangana Police, to please share his special address for today's occasion, ma'am.
Honorable DG sir, Bhavesh from the IT department of Government of Telangana, Shri Narendranath from Government of India, Dr. Sriram, all the important dignitaries of and on the dais, officers from the Cybersecurity Bureau, students and participants of this hackathon, very good morning and a warm welcome to all of you to this hackathon. Now, solving problems of sustainability by crowdsourcing is not a new phenomenon in India. In 1929, there was a 1 lakh reward announced by an individual to come up with a spinning wheel which would make spinning women friendly, lightweight and cost effective. The entries from that competition created a movement that got us our freedom our independence, which we are going to celebrate in the next few days, again the next Independence Day. And who was the individual who started this? Mahatma Gandhi. So today, almost 100 years from the day that happened, we meet for this AppSec hackathon, and I'm sure the learnings and solutions which come from this will have a tremendous impact on the cyber crimes prevention, cyber security scenario of Telangana and the country. Now, several researchers over the years have shown that there is a significant relationship between education and vulnerability to crime. So, usually it is that if you are less educated, the chances of you to become a victim of crime is more. However, in case of cyber crimes, this is not true. What we have seen is that 70% of the people who are becoming victims of cyber crime are actually educated. In fact, 56% of them actually work as private employees, including IT professionals and software engineers. And therefore, it becomes even more important that events like this help us not only in developing certain solutions, but in also creating an awareness about the cyber crimes. So I hope that all of the youngsters who are here today in this hall, and also the ones who are participating in the hackathon, and I believe are probably online, to also create an awareness amongst your families and communities about cyber crimes and what are the ways in which they can be prevented and the ways in which we can save ourselves from becoming victims to cyber crimes. Now, the AppSec hackathon is a great tool for making our systems and processes more resilient to the current and the future threats. We are emerging from a recent set of targeted attacks on some of our own services, and I'm sure that the solutions which come out of this hackathon will help strengthening our own systems. We know that various organizations in the world, including Facebook and Google, have benefited from such programs. Among us are esteemed representatives from the industry, from the academia, and also the student community. And all of us are coming together to push our boundaries to find certain solutions. Today's physical kickoff marks the beginning of an exciting journey. We have over 10,000 participants belonging to 20 different countries of the world who will be participating in this hackathon, and they will take those challenges which are being thrown on them. A dummy website has been created for the same, and after this there will be a virtual kickoff on the 17th, and the final results will be announced on the 22nd. Now we eagerly await the moment when we will be able to announce the top 5 hackers. So we have a category of top 5 hackers in Telangana, the top 5 in the country, and the top 5 in the world as part of this program. And these champions will be recognized for their exceptional skills and contribution.
The Cyber Security Bureau would like to associate with these the winners and offer them a chance to work with the Bureau in future. The hackathon is not just merely a competition, they are incubators of innovation and problem solving. For us at the Bureau,
invaluable events. They spark fresh ideas, crowdsource crucial information on vulnerabilities, and provide practical, real-world insights that strengthen our cybersecurity infrastructure. I thank the Center of Excellence of Government of Telangana and DSCI for organizing this event. Such a remarkable event would not have been possible without the unwavering support of our sponsors and organizers. So let us give them a well-deserved applause to all of them. And I hope that by the end of August 22, we have some excellent talents who will change the cyber security scenario not only in Telangana but world over. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. And indeed, we know that Telangana Cybersecurity Bureau is at the forefront of initiative to safeguard in digital space. Not only in Telangana, as I say, the cyber world doesn't have any geographical boundaries. So we have to secure each and every one who is there on the network for everyone's cyber security and privacy. And now, without further delay, for the much awaited moment, I would like to invite on a stage our Chief Guest, Sir, Dr. Jitendra, IPS Director General of Police, Telangana Police. I will just briefly read about something about Sir for this thing and.
So, Dr. Jitendra Garu began his career as Assistant Superintendent of Police in Nirmal. He served
in Belampalli and as SP of Mehboob Nagar and Guntur district during a period of intense activity. Allied Anti-Moist Force, Greyhound, and also with the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI). Throughout his career, Sir has been honored with several awards, including President's Police Medal for the gallantry, President Police Medal for the meritorious service, President Police Medal for the distinguished service, and Internal Security Medal for the Government of India, and maybe many more which I cannot read over here. So without taking much time of everyone, and Sir, I request you to please deliver your special address for today. Thank you.
సార్ ఇక్కడ రండి సార్ మిడిల్లో అక్కడ లైట్ రావట్లేదు సార్ ఇంకా లైటింగ్ తక్కువ సార్ లైటింగ్ తక్కువ ఉంది అక్కడ
సో ఇక్కడ రావాలి
మిడి ఇక్కడే మీరు కూర్చునే దగ్గర మాట్లాడండి సార్ కూర్చునే దగ్గర మాట్లాడండి సార్
ఓకే యాజ్ పర్ యువర్ ఆర్డర్
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్
But you should have told early. Anyway, never too late. Our Chief of Cyber Security Bureau, Srimati Shikha Goyalji, Mr. Bhavesh Mishra from IT Department, Government of Telangana, Shri Narendra Nath ji from Government of India, Mr. Harshvardhan, SP of Cyber Security Bureau, Dr. Sriram from DSCI, all the representatives from various countries who are attending virtually, all the students and participants who are present here, press and media, good morning all. I am really happy to be part of this great AppSec HACKATHON-2024. I know it brings together some of the brightest minds in the cyber security, most of them young minds. I am happy to address such a talented and enthusiastic group of individuals. In today's digital age, cybersecurity is just not a necessity, but a crucial field that protects our data, privacy, safety of citizens, and national security. With the rapid advancements in technology, cyber threats have become more sophisticated, making cybersecurity more important than ever. Telangana Police, you all know, is very proactive in taking interest for the safety and security of the citizens. We all know because of such concerns, lot of cyber crimes have been reported in all over the country and abroad also. As a part of our proactive approach, we have constituted Telangana State Cyber Security Bureau. It is a unique bureau which is done by any of the state in India. As a proactive approach of the government, we wanted that citizens should be protected, their life, their money, everything has to be protected. We feel that it is our duty, and that is why government has sanctioned this Cyber Security Bureau. It has been functioning quite well, and after it has come into existence, it has solved several cases, and it has brought back the confidence of people in the law enforcement agencies. Now you all must be knowing, in several cases, in hundreds of thousands of cases, we have returned almost 90 crores of money to the citizens, which they lost in cyber crimes. Similarly, we are committed to protect their interests, because you must have seen in last 1 year, we have almost saved nearly more than 150 crores, which is lying in various banks, and it was frozen. It was all because of proactive approach of Telangana police. I congratulate our Chief of Cybersecurity Bureau for taking so much of interest, and his team also for showing so much of interest and reinforcing the confidence of citizens in the police by returning so much of money and also freezing hundreds of crores. This organizing of hackathon by Cybersecurity Bureau is also one of the outstanding initiative of the Cybersecurity Bureau, and I congratulate Madam and all her team for organizing it, where 10,000 participants are there from 20 countries. I understand that it will provide a platform for young minds to engage in real world problem solving and developing skills that are directly applicable to IT industry. We all know that so many things we can read from the textbooks, but there's certain things we cannot get information from the textbooks. This is one of the field where we need to have a real-time experience, and we need to have, we have to go beyond the textbooks. And cybersecurity, we have seen that even students which are not even in colleges, they are doing so well. So definitely it has not come from the textbooks, but this is what they have learned from the experience. So I feel that such exercises will help in developing the skills among the people, and will definitely mitigate real-time cyber threats in the country and abroad also. Participants here identify a lot of vulnerabilities of the security of the systems, and they report also. And these reports help us in mitigating the problems. If these problems are not identified by the people, young minds, it can lead to serious issues at a later stage. So one way, I always feel that all the people who get into the system and they hack it and thereafter try to bring the interest of the organization, I feel it is a positive step, and we should encourage it, unless it is used for some various negative purposes. But it is very, very important that such young minds should be engaged positively. So from Telangana Cybersecurity Bureau, I invite people, talented people, to associate with Cybersecurity Bureau in future, so that we can mutually benefit each other. And you all know, we all work for the society. We have no other agenda. We all look for the welfare of the citizens and protect their rights. And definitely your participation in future will help Telangana police in much better way in serving the society. So on this platform, I invite all the young minds to join us at various levels and help us, all the citizens in the country. You all know earlier, various organizations have also crowdsourced vulnerability information, like earlier Facebook had done it. Facebook had always used this program for the security of various platforms. Even Google has Google's vulnerability program, reward program. It is very successful in identifying the vulnerabilities and trying to help improve their system. I'm really happy that 10,000 people are participating in this, and 20 countries are also, people from 20 countries are there. So it is a platform for sharing the knowledge and real-time experience for all the people from different countries. I am happy to see that from India also 29 states are participating, and we have nearly 9,000 registrations from India alone. And I am very sure this exercise of hackathon will bring a lot of knowledge transfer for various people, for students, for participants, and for organizations also. And in this dynamic world, it is very important to share the information. If we remain in our glass houses, then it will be very difficult for any organization to survive. We need to come out of this and have out-of-box thinking. I am very confident that this platform will help us also gain knowledge. All my team and all the officers working in Cybersecurity Bureau or working in other departments of police, they will also get benefited out of it. And ultimately, our goal is society should get benefited. Our approach to all issues is citizen-centric. How citizens get benefited. So that is our approach, and we'll continue to take similar initiatives in future also. And I once again invite young minds to join us in fight against cybercrime and improve the cybersecurity environment in the state and country. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thanks a lot, sir, for your powerful thoughts and the invitation to all the young chap over here who is going to lead the cybersecurity arena in the coming days. And as we talked about, this is a kind of a global initiative. So we have our international partner also joining with us online from Netherlands and UK. So first we will start with Mr. Michel Redmaker, Deputy Executive Director for Hack Center of Strategic Studies, Netherlands. So Michel is already there online. Michel, over to you. We would love to hear what is your thought on this initiative.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you all for having me this afternoon. My name is Michel Redmaker. I'm the Deputy Director of the Hague Center for Strategic Studies and one of the organizers of two online cybersecurity schools. One with them is with India. Is the sound not good? Oh, okay, great. I understood that some 10,000 people have subscribed to this hackathon, which I think is great, and also HSS. So we are happy to support this great initiative. Talking about cybersecurity, of course, it's very important nowadays. There are quite some threats. ICT is used everywhere, and it's all app-based, more and more. So what is important, I think, and this hackathon is individual. That means that all the participants have individual tasks. But I think it's also important to understand that you need to be able to work multidisciplinary as well, to be able to work in teams, because that's in practice what you'll have to do also when you're in work environments. For that reason, I think it's also interesting to know that we will again organize together with Sai and others the Indo-Dutch Cybersecurity School, which will be conducted in October, where we do have this multidisciplinarity included. So you will get lectures on tech, on policy, on legal, on ethical issues and accountability, etc. and you have to work on a challenge as well. So a challenge with, say, a small group of 8 to 10 people, and we'll do serious gaming. But all that is actually to underpin my point that cybersecurity is very important, and that you should be able to work multidisciplinary and at least understand the jargon of other disciplines and be able to integrate and understand. So I hope that you will like this hackathon, that you keep this idea in mind, and that if you're not already did, subscribe of course also to the school. And I wish you all the best and a lot of success with this hackathon.
Thanks a lot, Michelle, to come on board with us. This is a 9 a.m., not that drastic geographical change for us. Now, next we have with us Professor Ame Javed from the Cardiff University, UK. Professor, over to you.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ame Javed, and I'm the director of MSc Cybersecurity Master's Program here at Cardiff University. And it is my pleasure to join you virtually for the inaugural session of the great AppSec HACKATHON of 2024. And I want to really thank the Cybersecurity Center of Excellence for inviting Cardiff University to be part of this significant event. And now I believe we've got over 10,000 subscribers at the moment to participate in this event. As we know, application security is a critical area for developers and infrastructure specialists. We know, for example, there is a high failure rate up to 55% in mobile apps due to secure oversight, and significant breach risk for web application security. That is roughly around 70% in sectors such as retail. The participation in Great AppSec HACKATHON of 2024 will offer participants insight into this area of cybersecurity in a safe and, of course, in a competitive way to further boost their individual skill set and career prospects. At Cardiff University, we have been deeply involved in reviewing challenges presented in this hackathon. We aim to ensure that these challenges are both practical and reflective of the evolving landscape of cybersecurity threats. In addition to challenge development, our team has contributed with pre-hackathon workshops. These sessions were designed to provide participants with foundational knowledge and skills needed to navigate the complexities of application security. We're particularly excited about the level of participation from the UK in this global event, and it is a testament to the growing recognition of the importance of cybersecurity across borders, and we are very proud to have encouraged such engagement. Our partnership with Cybersecurity Center of Excellence extends beyond this hackathon, and we are working very closely on several initiatives that aim to foster international collaboration and advance the field of cybersecurity education and research. Events like this hackathons are vital because they offer students a unique opportunity to gain hands-on experience in a controlled environment. This practical approach of learning is crucial in preparing the next generation of cybersecurity professionals. To all the participants, I encourage you to embrace this challenge ahead. This is a rare opportunity to test your skills, learn, and grow in an environment designed to mirror real-world scenarios. And I wish you all the best in this competition. And once again, I would really like to thank the Cybersecurity Center of Excellence in the effort in organizing this event, and Cybersecurity Bureau for their overwhelming support. And Cardiff University is honored to be part of this initiative, and we look forward in a continued collaboration. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Professor Javed. Now, as all the dignitaries on the dais and the speaker of the dais and everyone has talked about it is going to be the great platform for the knowledge sharing. So just on a brief note, sir, there has been a lot of pre-event workshops. There are going to be a post-event workshop. One of the interesting workshop, one event we had yesterday with JPMC, Mr. Venkat Menon is already sitting over here, and we are going to have one on 16th of this month, and there's an early bird. We are announcing that for the free. So those who are here, professionals and students, would like to take benefit of it, you please follow our LinkedIn and all other social media so that you can take advantage of those knowledge sharing which are coming just at the step of your laptop screen. So now, not taking further time, of the guest over here today. So we will begin with expressing our token of gratitude to all the dignitaries on the diet. I request Dr. Sriram to please give away our special gift to our chief guest for today, Dr. Jitendra, IPS, Director General of Police. So this is a special thing. We have token design. It is out of Bidri craft. As you might be know, Bidri craft is well known for being as a special artifact of Telangana, and it is based out of Bidri, that special black soils. So that is we thought we should have some special effect. It also has a motive. Usually Bidri art has its own motive, but we have something motive of this hackathon also being imposed on it. I hope you will appreciate this work, sir, and the initiative to support the local ecosystem also. Now next I request Dr. Sriram to please express our thanks to Shikha ma'am for her presence today. Sriram sir, we have our some reports which you can share with the DGP sir. Now I request Sriram sir to give our special thanks to Narendra sir for joining us today. Sir, knowing your confirmation, would have printed your name also, like Shikha ma'am and Jitendra sir. Now I request Sriram sir to please. We have some special report, Jitendra sir, which we have done on cybersecurity and privacy. Would like to give you today so that you can just give us a feedback how we can further contribute to the ecosystem of cybersecurity and privacy. These are recently done report by Cybersecurity Center with the support of DSCI and other bodies who have supported us for this work. Now I request Dr. Sriram to please express our gratitude to Bhavesh Mishra sir. And now our host, but our special guest, Shri Harshvardhan sir, IPS, SP, Telangana Cybersecurity Bureau. So a small token of appreciation from our side. Now I request little time of our chief guest, Dr. Jitendra sir and Shikha ma'am to please come forward and as a co-host with us in this great initiative, please express our thanks to all other partners who has made us to put up this show today over here. So I request you to please come forward so that we can just a few 5 minutes we will say our thanks to all our sponsors. It's fine. First, I would like to request our platform partner, the team from Where You Will It, Mr. Santosh, please come join us today. So we all know that a great work, great AppSec can happen with a great team. So these are our supporters behind the screen, which you can see them, and express a big round of applause for all of them who made this show possible today. The platform which you have registered for, you're going to use, is brought to us by Where You Will It. We don't have a team securing who developed the platform which you're going to hack, capture the flag which you're going to.
So we see today, but our special thanks to team securing. Now next I would like to call on stage team tech skill, Mr. Pradeep, Vice President tech skill. Next I would like to call TechSkill is our gold sponsor. Next, I would like to call our other partner, team from JP Morgan, led by Mr. Venkat today. Maybe team JP Morgan can come, sir, please.
A question from our side, sir. Next, we would like to express our thanks to team Callright, Chandan sir and your team. So you need all kind of stuff. We also have a strategic support as far as the technicality is concerned. So we have team Fortinet over here as our strategic partner. I request Mr. Valan Shiva Subramaniam to please join us. Thanks team Callright, thanks team JP Morgan, thanks TechSkill, very well. Now next, would like to call team Controllers, Dr. GCC Sharma and other team, please come sir. So as of now, just for other knowledge, we may get our own place, but as of now we are hosted in the Pioneer building along with the controllers. Now next we would like to call our other special partner TCP Wave, Ms. Lalini and Supriya from TCP Wave. Next we would like to call on stage our academic partner Team Malaredi. Anyone from Gayatri Peeth? Next Ashoka and BVRT. So thanks a lot all of us to join us, and thanks a lot for cheering for our partner, and we hope we put up a lot more this initiative for strengthening the cybersecurity ecosystem and get more partners joining us, knowing the stature and the success of this event, which you all will define over here. So as we come to the closure of the event, I would like to call upon here Shri Harshvardhan IPS, Telangana Cyber Security Bureau, to deliver two refund order for cyber victim, followed by vote of thanks.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to all. Respected DG sir, Sri Jitendra IPS sir, respected Shikha Goel ma'am, our director, Abhishek sir, Narendra Nath ji, and Shriram ji, and all of the dignitaries who are present here. Before we conclude the event, sir, I would like to inform all the audience sir, that the Telangana Cyber Security Bureau, under the guidance of Shikha Goel ma'am, we have set a new benchmark of almost 85 crores rupees, sir, to the victims of cyber fraud from March to July 2024 by being closely coordinating with the Lok Adalats in the state of Telangana, and we are proudly to be one of the
this refund process being carried on.
Today, as part of the event, I would like to invite a few victims on the dais, and I would to victims, starting with
1 crore
amount has been refunded to him. It was an impersonation fraud, and we are refunding 1 crore 80 lakhs with the help of Lok Adalats. It's a real big achievement for the Bureau and for the judiciary. Next, G. Prabhakar, a refund of 26 lakh rupees. Prabhakar was a victim of business investment fraud, and he had lost 26 lakhs, which has been refunded now. We are refunding him 12 lakhs 62,000 rupees. Naveen was a victim of gold trading investment fraud. Next we call A. Srinivas with a refund of 6 lakh rupees. He was a victim of a business investment fraud. Next, we call Venkat Uday Kiran with a refund of 5,79,000 rupees. He had suffered with an impersonation fraud. Next, we call Prasanna Kumar for a refund of 2,54,000 rupees. It was a business investment fraud. Next, we call M. Anook with a refund of 1,94,000 rupees. It was a part-time job investment fraud. Next, K. Vishlesh with a refund of 1,49,000 rupees, a business investment fraud. Rajshekhar with a refund of 1,12,000 rupees, a business investment fraud. Sir, as we conclude the ceremony, I would like to give a vote of thanks, sir, as we conclude the kickoff of the great AppSec event. Sir, I am fulfilled with immense gratitude and appreciation for everybody who has contributed to making this event possible. So firstly, I would like to thank our Honorable DGP of Telangana, Shri Jitendra sir, for your gracious presence here and sharing your insights with all of us. Sir, your involvement in this ceremony underscores our cybersecurity initiatives in today's world, and sir, it's a real inspiration for us, sir. I would like to thank our director, Ms. Shikha Goel ma'am, for her constant guidance and making this event possible. Also, our guest on the dais, Bhavesh Mishra sir, Narendranath sir, Shriram ji, and other people who have joined online and offline. And also, I would like to make a special thank you to all the partners who are present here, the Cardiff University and the Hague Center for Strategic Studies. I want to acknowledge efforts of all the people of Telangana Cybersecurity Bureau and the dedicated team for their hard work in organizing this event. And finally, to all the participants who have joined us in the auditorium and who are watching us from across the country and across the world, I would like to thank you for joining us in this journey. Your enthusiasm and eagerness to learn in such initiatives is what drives a healthy environment of cybersecurity in our country. And it is a great opportunity to all of you to build your skills, your network, and your computer skills and help you in your own careers when it comes to cybersecurity. Once again, I thank everyone for being a part of the great AppSec Hackathon 2024, and I really look forward for an exciting event. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thanks a lot, Harshvardhan Garu.
Of you guys here. So here we come to the conclusion of today's inaugural event, but as you know, it is the inaugural of a hackathon which is going to phase 1 is starting from today, 9th and 10th, and the phase 2 will be 17 and 18 for those who qualify, and we will have award ceremony on August 22, so we'll see you. So I request students to take a leave from, there's a special stickers being planned, cyber security sticker for you. You can take your refreshment and your stickers from the registration desk which is at the entrance, and I request industry
and join us for the network.
తీసిన